does PED vary? PED varies as the total revenue varies because, well, simply put, PED, like the price differences of each price. For example, from 1 to 2, it's 100% increase, whereas from 475 to 450, it's give or take round about. My expectation is an 18th, like an 18%. I mean, convert that into percentage values. I don't know. So PED varies because the total revenue varies, and price listed, and it's meant to signal to marketeers and profiteers. So, for example, whether or not they should increase their price as they're not making as much money as they could possibly make, or to decrease their price because because it's not worth it, and their revenue is not maximizing because the demand quantity is not high enough, as people generally do not prefer high prices. So total revenue and PED are related because the maximum amount of total revenue should be the unit elastic, which means the total amount of revenue should be same in PED standards be equal same to same, the ratio of the same number to the ratio of a number to itself, which should equal 1, therefore being the unit elastic. PED and TR simply, like the lower total revenue is, it becomes more and more inelastic. For example, when you're looking at 475, for example, I mean, that already notes to like marketeers that like prices desperately need to be increased as the revenue isn't enough. And if you're looking at something like big versus small, like for example, if you're increasing like when you go from like 50 to from like 25 to 50, minus 50, which is like a 50% decrease, so like 50%, minus 18 to 90, which is less than 10%, I presume. Less than 10%, possibly less than 5%, one would presume. This already denotes that like it's far too elastic, and prices desperately need to be dropped to make as much money as possible. So what factors affect PED as a result? Easy. Those are called the splat factors, like SPLAT, the determinants of demand, substitution. Is there anything else people would much rather buy, for example? And that will, like, for example, my apologies, isn't an extra line, but that will like drop the price, like that will drop the demand by many. If people, maybe for example, like 4/10 or like a third of the world prefers licorice to chocolate, then quantity demanded will be lower, and prices will, as an effect, be forced to be higher. Therefore, proportion of income, how much are people able to buy at a set amount of time? If someone works on a wage of like $1, one would presume they wouldn't be able to buy it as regularly as they wish they could. Whereas someone who has an amazing amount of income, such as Bill Gates, for example, can buy many of these in a single point of time, which is considerably very powerful notion into proportion of income. Luxury versus necessity. Do people want it and need it? If people need chocolate for like some health scare or something else, one would presume, then they'll buy more of it. But then if people actually like chocolate just because it's food one would have, then it's great. Addictive or not, do people want more of it? Of course, if people want more of it, then like then marketeers will be forced to increase price to manipulate the market and to heighten their total revenue and time to adjust. If prices went from 8 to 12, then one would figure that the time to adjust for each for the price would be like very long, as people will not be necessarily used to like improving from by 50% increase of price, and therefore people make the common decision to whether or not they'll buy like once every 2 weeks or twice every 5 weeks. Thank you. This is my PED.